My crab people, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing the hints and tips for the Seagull. If you've not seen any of these episodes before, essentially I take the weapon, I'm going to do a full run for you, explaining all of my choices and things like that. The eventual goal is that I will have done every single weapon here, so you can have a general idea as to how to play each weapon and how to build them. But I did take a bit of a break because I was waiting for the beta to become live. And now it's here, so we're going to go for it. So, yeah, picking up the Seagull. What else am I going to take? I'm going to take the airstrike just for a bit of fun. And I want to take my katana, as always. And, of course, we don't take the key totem in this series because I really want to prove and show that it's not just RNG that wins it for you. But let's dive straight into it. So starting off with a bit of lag. Starting off with this map. Let's have a look. So the way I like to deal with this map is just go around the edges. I don't really like to go too hard, and it's really dark, so it's kind of hard to see. I'm going to pop these by just running through the middle. Nothing too scary. And I'm going to throw the airstrike down here, so hopefully I can take them all out. I really like the airstrike just because it does so much big, bold damage. We get an early equalizer. We'll take that. And let's see. So we get Bubble Blast, Time Bolt, Imploding. And we have these here. So now we get the new health chest, which is really helpful. We're going to go for Regenerator. I think Regenerator is the better of the two because it keeps you constant. And out of these, I like Time Bolt. I do think the damage over time is going to be really nice. But I'm not going to go for that one yet. Imploding Explosion is also good, but smaller radius. It does go well with the airstrike, but I actually think Bubble Blast better here because it is going to do bubbles. It's going to kill things. We are going to be using our airstrike a lot, and also it is epic. So if I do want to sell it, then at least I've got it. As for my picks here, I'm going to go for a bit of a weird one. Usually I would say parkour, but because of the new update, health is really important. So I'm going to go for this flawless health. I could go for the luck for like an early streamer loot, but I think at this point, I just want to focus a bit more on staying alive. And especially with diamond runs, you really do want to make sure that you've got that nice early health gain. I've definitely had situations where I've just not had any health gain, and it's been pretty chaotic. So just staying nice and safe, going onto the jump pad, throwing down our airstrike when we see it. When you're doing flawless, it's okay to stay safe, and also because this map, you can kind of roam around and get them to basically corral them around, as 9-bullet revolver would say. So pretty simple. Let's see what we get. Banana, scavenger, endurance. We're definitely going banana. That's going to be really helpful with our new multiplier that we've got here on max health. And let's see if we can get anything else. We've got endurance, bullseye, hard target. Now I'm going to take the bullseye here. I want to start getting max health. And I think that's really important to just have at least something like that. Also, airstrike does one-shot stuff, so that's always good. We're just going to check for the random chest as well. There's nothing here. And we're going to go for an early elemental. The economy is good and the damage is good, but elemental, it's super strong. Like, let's not even begin to sugarcoat it. It's super strong. I'm going to focus immediately on that limpet. It's going to cause me the most amount of trouble, and I'm just going to go around the edges, trying to stay behind those pillars. And we'll take out that other limpet. Chuck that down. See if we can catch that lightning crab in there. Brilliant. And you can see the bullseye working behind my head. I'm feeling a bit cocky, so I'm just going to go in straight away with a katana. Nice and easy. So far, I'm taking my time, not really doing anything crazy, using the map. We'll get poison shot, poison aura. Now we're gonna go for the poison aura here. Poison shot would be the second choice, and then ice shot third. The reason I'm going poison aura is the Seagull is really strong single target damage, and you can build that quite quickly. What it doesn't have is lots of AoE damage unless you pick up like a drill shot or a link shot or something like that. So this is going to help us out. And I can see I've got an Anvil, speed chest, and an elite. Now, the Anvil is good, but the only thing I've got to upgrade is this Bubble Blast. And then I've got the speed chest here, which could be good, but, I'm not really going to see a juice. So we are going to take the elite. As I said, we have pretty good single target damage, especially with the airstrike and the Bubble Blast. And as you can see, look at the amount of damage. And for this map, we're just going to go around the edge. Pretty much, when in doubt, go around the edge. We're going to get hit a couple times, but it's fine. Regenerator keeps us alive. That's why we have it. As soon as they get close, I'm just going to run. I'm not even going to think about it. I'm just going to run. I'm going to pop this airstrike down here. I'm probably going to miss. I'm going to get a tiny bit closer to the elite fire crab just so the poison can spread. And I'm waiting for my strike again. There we go. Big damage. Just going to jump away with the katana. Nice and simple. I'm going to run into this. I was trying to get a parry there, but that didn't work. I want that fire. There we go. Bomb. Brilliant. So now we just got the elite fire crab. Regenerators kept us nice and healthy. And we're just going to use as much range as possible. Pop that there because he's probably going to run into that. Okay, it hit the top of the map. It's fine. He's going to summon his friends. We're just going to jump over him here. Going to pop that there. And we're just going to wait. There we go. So you can use your abilities really well. The airstrike does so much damage. And early, it's going to ruin things. So use that as a way to carry you. We've got some pretty interesting ones here. We've got all you can eat, a Grim Reaper, and ethereal armor. I do like the all you can eat. I think all you can eat could be really, really nice. Keep us firing, keep us going. I do like the Grim Reaper and I do like the ethereal. Because of the update, Grim Reaper is going to be my best choice here. It's going to keep me alive for longer. It means I can focus on a bit more damage. But my second choice would have been all you can eat and third ethereal. Ethereal's good, don't get me wrong, but all you can eat is really good on this weapon. I think for a final chest here, we're going to go for the economy. We don't have anything to upgrade. We've only got the bubble blast. And excuse those noises in the background. Let me just check that. We're going to go for the economy here. And the reason for that is because we're at Island 5. And if you didn't know, you're more likely to get a good crystal bundle. Well, you're going to get a lot more from the crystal bundle than you would at any other stage of the biome. I couldn't think of my words there. So we're going to go for that. And with these guys, they're going to hit me from far anyway. So I'm just going to get nice and close so I can get that katana hit on them. This map's a weird one. Obviously, loop round, go all the way around. But realistically, you can get close. There's not that many, actually, because the loot weighting's kind of... Sorry, not loot weighting. The enemy weighting has changed a little bit. There you go. Go for that final kill katana. Brilliant. Did we get a crystal bundle? Didn't get a crystal bundle, which was sad. But we did get a paycheck crystal combo snatcher. Crystal combo is good, but early game, not great. Snatcher, also, it's good, but I don't want to get close. And paycheck is the best thing here. It is 100 crystals, so it's 20% of a common pickup. But look, by the end of it, you're going to get a free common pickup, essentially. So I think it's pretty worth it. At the shop, straight off rip, let's get the crystals. We're going to keep that health rock. Let's see what we have here. We have an enhancement totem and a gamble totem. We don't really need either of them unless we find enhanceable. There's a lightning shot, a slugger, toxic. I really like slugger. I like the toxic as well. I don't think I need toxic as of yet. So I'm going to kind of take that, leave that there. I'm going to take the slugger and the vitality. I can't believe I'm already at a point where I'm running out of perk room. Health shot, slugger, banana. I'm going to do something crazy. I am going to get rid of bullseye. I don't really think he's doing too much. And I'm going to take the banana for now. Just so we can have a bit more health. The reason I want to take more banana is just because if I get like a mango or if I get something that's going to increase max health, that's going to help a lot. And the reason I wanted slugger is because that's going to increase the AoE damage that I can do over time. I don't have any more crystals. I could get rid of bubble blast and see what there is. Or I could re-roll, but realistically, there's nothing here that's going to be helpful. So I'm just going to gamble the last a bit. And I got lucky. I got another vitality. So some great RNG there. It's an extra 60% damage, which, you know, is not too bad. And we'll just see if we can get a rando driller. Oh, yeah, I have to kill it with melee. No random driller this time. That's lame. All right, let's go for it. This map's tough. I'm just going to burn all these rocks and these barrels and see if we can keep them in place for as long as possible. So I can see that elite fire skull is going to die. Well, it's almost dead from all that fire. So that's great. I'm using just the rocks to help me out here. Okay, so if I can get them into this fire here, that'd be good. There you go. The airstrike takes him out. And I'm just going to use that katana to get away. If you get hit, it's fine. Don't worry too much. A lot of people freak out. They get hit like, oh no, I can't move. Don't worry about it. If you've got regenerator, you're usually quite safe. And we're going to skip around here. Wait a second. Nope. I'm going to parry that one, apparently. Brilliant. Look, that one, it was a weird one. I just initially hit the rocks, but go around the edges. Try to stay safe. I don't like the amount of health I have right now, but I'm sure that'll go up later. Let's see what we have. Right. I'm going to come back to that in just 1 second. And speaking of which, as I said mango earlier, I've got 140% max health multiplier with the mango. It takes me to 706. So worth getting that banana. Definitely worthwhile. Let's grab that key. Now, I always salvage my keys. I don't need them, but you can keep them if you want. This is a tough one. Now, Ring of Dividends is super strong. Firework Shot is going to give me a proc perk to work with, and Targeting Shot is also going to help me with that. I actually think the Ring of Dividends in this moment is going to be really good. It's got real long-term benefit. It's going to work with Paycheck really well. I'd probably next go Targeting Shot. That's really strong. It's going to just bounce off my shots into other enemies. And the Firework Shot is also really good. Great proc perk. You should really use it. It's got inbuilt homing as well, which is really nice. But yeah, Ring of Dividends on this one. Let's move on into the next biome. This map, just straight off rip, I just go around the edge. It's the best one to just go around the edge. They do spawn like around you, but it's not a big deal. So one thing a lot of people I've kind of spoken to about when a lot of people talk about how they always feel weak in the game, and I completely get it. But the first two biomes, like, you really don't have to worry about your damage. Like, it's not a big deal if you've got low damage at this point. After you're looping, sure, it's a big deal, but you really don't have to worry. I mean, I've got 100 and everything. When Vitality's working, I get an extra 60%. It's not a big deal. You just want to focus on building that initial kind of support. These are all pretty garbage. I am going to go for Imploding Explosion. Wind-Up's not going to be great for me, and Iron Claw's not so much. And Imploding gives me an extra 300 damage, so that's pretty nice. I think for this one, I'm interested in the armored, but I'm also not. The random we could do, but I like having extra chests, so we're gonna go for the skill chest, and we'll see if we can get like something nice. I wouldn't mind like a reload arc. That would be really cool. And we're just gonna utilize as many of the rocks as we can. On this map, you can just like jump around. Oh, I'm killing myself. Yeah, I'm killing myself apparently. Let's stay alive for the rush. There we go. Yay, we've got the extra rush just. What you can do on this map, you can run all the way around. That's fine. I usually like to stay in this area here, especially because I got good AoE. But you can do whatever you want. So we get another slugger here. Big Claws is good for that range grip tape as well, but we're taking that slugger. You'll see later how strong slugger is. Crystal Fertilizer is nice. Big Claws again, but yeah. Take another slug. 300% increased explosion damage and radius. You're going to see slugs implode and just kill everything around me. So that's really nice. As for this one, we are going to go for health again. I want to keep building up that health, have a nice steady health pool. And we have an elite rock here, or challenge rock as people call them. It didn't work as well as I'd hoped, but it's fine. Staying nice far back. I forgot they'd spawn behind me. It's fine. Give me the soul. Hopefully that hits here. It did. That's good. This map, you can go on the loop, but I tend to just stay back and wait for the enemies to come to me. Do a little bit of dodging. Throw that airstrike there. And there we go. We do have the elite lightning. I'm just going to get out of here straight off rip. I think that might hit them. No, it didn't hit. My bubbles. Taking our time. We've got no rush here. We don't have to run in with a katana or anything. Keeping complete range. I actually think they might be stuck on that rock, so we might abuse that rock for a second. Let's see. Can we hit this? Nope. Okay, let's go to the open. Let's actually see what we get here. Oh, a giant drill. We'll take that. Let's see if we can make sure we hit it. No, it's hit the top again. See, this is the downside of the airstrike. Sometimes this happens. We'll bring it to the open. I'm just going to keep firing from far back here. Jumping away. Oh, they're stuck on a rock again. Hopefully the airstrike hits. Cool, the airstrike did hit. Giant drill didn't do very much, but that's fine. Oh, it takes a while, but it's fine. There you go. The airstrike finishing off. And as you can see, just above my head where it comes up with how many crystals I'm getting from the Ring of Divs and paycheck, like that is going to escalate over time, which is really good. We're going to take the armor at this point. We don't really need to go for anything else. I'm also going to take the spike chest. I'd like to see something strong from the spike chest. Ideally a proc perk or a formation perk, something like that. And this is my favorite area here. I always prefer coming to this area, although I don't like what I'm seeing here. But this little area here, this little kind of lip, that's where a lot of the enemies kind of funnel to. So you can kind of abuse it. They get stuck on this little bit here. And also, Slugger is already helping out immensely if I can pop one. There you go. Yeah, it just takes out the entire map. Diddley's our armor plate, but that's fine. Bullseye, you need to go away. You need to go away. Get that spike chest opened. These are all pretty average. I'm going to be taking this tasty orange here. Silver lining's good, but I'm not really taking too much damage, especially not greater than 5%. Bulletproof's also good, but I think tasty orange is the best bet here just to scale my damage up. Go check. No hidden chest. And I'm going to be taking a crit here. The upgrade's really good, but I haven't really got too much I want to upgrade. The health's also really good, but we're okay at this amount of health. We need to get a bit of damage, so crit's going to be my way forward for this one. And we're back at this map again. Just go around the edge. You can see Tasty Orange is working. I'm just going to dive straight in. And there's a lot of crabs here. I'm just going straight through there. We are on Island 12, so this is going to be the final island before the shop. Just take our time. Pop that airstrike down. Nice and easy. There's one that I'm just gonna go for the middle here because I'm a little bit scared. A little bit scared of old mate. There you go. And you can see Tasty Orange is just rocking every time. Tasty Orange is one of those kind of weird, not niche perks, but it's really helpful. Just that 1% enables you to keep up with the enemies. It means that, like, you get stronger over time, and even if enemies get stronger, like on a horde or something, you're not going to be struggling too much. Oh, is he in there? Nah, he jumped out. Cheeky boy. You can see I'm doing 68 damage because of Tasty Orange, which, you know, it's not much compared to the 54 or whatever we were doing previously, but still something. Every little helps. There you go. Brilliant. So we've got 5k crystals to spend in the shop. And we're also going to take a nice hot shot. I always take hot shot. It's the best one to take, in my opinion. Right, enhancements. We're going to do a little bit of inventory stuff here, because I think there's a lot of work that needs to happen. So we'll take the mango. We'll take another paycheck. We have hard target. We don't want that. We'll take another mango. 1.1k health. Now, we could take the damage seeker, and actually I think that's going to be the path we're going to take. We're going to drop the bubble blast and the giant drill. We're going to take the vitality because we will get max health again. Maybe we'll get it now. Almost. And we're going to take one damage seeker, and I think I'm going to aim for another one. Don't think that's enough. So Brim's been helping us out. Tasty Orange has been helping us out. We do have equalizer. I guess we'll take one and we'll just re-roll for now. Actually, that could be quite... No, we'll re-roll. So what do we get? We had an extra 25% global damage, which is nice. It's another mango. And we'll take this equalizer. That's a smart pick. So equalizer is now going to give us another 60%. We already have, what's this? 90%. So we're at 313 global damage. It's 107 per hit. Look, it's not the best, but it's still something. So we're going to take it and just roll with it. And we're going to use these barrels here to ideally set the bosses on fire. But apparently they don't want to do that. They don't like fire very much. So he's taking a bunch of stacks, which is good. Please take more. Look how much damage that's doing. We do need an on-hit elemental. And we need maybe an on-hit proc perk. Something that's going to enable us to do a bit more excess damage. And I'm going to try. I can't move it. Oh no, he shot me with it. Oh, the frozen waste. There we go. Look, we'll just hammer him over time. Like how the poison aura hit him from there. Actually, I'm gonna get a bit closer. Gonna dodge a little bit, get a bit closer. See if we can get that poison aura popping off. Oh, the homing on that is so crazy sometimes. But it's fine. Look, the regenerator helps. We also have Grim Reaper, which is going to be helping. But we're just going to go all the way to the right. Let's see if he changes his tactic in a second. I need to stop katanaing into that boss. There we go. Let's see. Double tap, Arcane Claws, Spark Explosion. Spark Explosion is good, but I already got rid of all of my ability packs. I don't want that. Arcane Claws, funnily enough, is pretty good. I do like Arcane Claws because the katana hits multiple times. So enemies that, you know, are going to get hit or they're bigger, they take a lot. It's going to have to be double tap here. It's a 24% chance to deal damage twice. Like, this is how the Seagulls are going to be built. And I'm going to start building up its damage now. We have Vitality, Bronze Armor, and the Ring of Armor. Look, there's no contest here. It's the Ring of Armor. Probably should be an epic, but it's really, really strong. If you see a relic chest and it's got Ring of Armor, take it every time. You're secured at least one hit of damage, which is great. And it's just going to enable you to build up a combo as well. So super, super nice. Right, on to the next biome. And this map, you know what I'm going to say? Go around the edge. No, the desert biome to me is the easiest of all four. It's got the most amount of room. It's got the cacti, which is great. It's got a lot of chests in it. Right, so these picks. Time Claws, not going to take that. We're not really going to melee build. Imploding, I don't want to make it smaller. An Equalizer, absolutely. We're going to take that. 90% global. Do we have a chest? No, we don't. We've got one hit Speedy. Now, we've got a critical chest, one hit Speedy, and a speed chest. We're going to go for this one. I want to get more on Damage Seeker. I want to get more of that, or if we've got something better. Now, one hit's not that scary. If we see any slugs, Slugger is just going to take care of everything around it. We also have Poison Aura. It's safe. One hit. A lot of people get scared of one hit, and I don't understand why. Because you can be one hit, but everything else can be one hit. So it's not actually that bad, as long as you get them before they get you. Especially if you have like an AoE perk or something like that. Also, I've got one piece of armor, which does necessarily mean that I can take at least one hit. Got a gamble totem here. I'm not going to use that because I want to kind of maintain a good balance of crystals. But yeah, that one hit was easy. Another Damage Seeker. Let's see what else. Another Damage Seeker. So now, 75% increased damage, 3% max health lost when taking damage. It's a bit of a trade-off, but I think we're going to have a good time. And I think it's about time we go for... Actually, I want a bit of damage. So the speed, I haven't gone for much speed. It's fine, but I don't want that right now. Luck as well. I wouldn't mind a streamer loot or a driller, but I'm going to go for the damage. I want to start building that damage up a little bit more. As you can see, I'm doing 123 damage, which isn't that bad. For whatever reason, everything just died around me. We'll take it. And Poison Aura putting in work. I wouldn't mind another level of Poison Aura. And this is one thing I said to a lot of people, like, auras are really strong. Support perks are really strong. And it's taken a lot of people a long time to realize how strong they are. Noisestorm has said to me before, like, you know, I'm one of the few that have realized how strong they are, and I always pick them up. So definitely from watching these videos, you'll learn a lot about what stuff's good and what's bad. Boomerang shot, we're going to take, as you can see, there was like, what was that? Equalizer, boomerang, something else. Boomerang shot is 75% damage. That's 19 damage to all of my hits. It doesn't do a single thing. You don't see it coming back. On these fast-firing weapons, boomerang shot is really, really strong. So just take it. Don't be worried about it. I want 2 chests. Landmine and Meteor is pretty rough, but we're going to take it. We got plenty of room to play with. It's a desert biome. It's easier. Just try to move around. Try not to be too close to the landmines. You can shoot them, and they pop immediately. And I think as well, if you shoot them when there are enemies nearby, they do a lot of work. Oh, base max health reduced by 24. That's not fun. Anyway, edge of the map, as always. Pop the cacti. Do what you need to do. I'm going to go over the top of this grenade crab here. And then I'm going to try... Oh, the cacti's already popped, so that's fine. And as you can see, all I've got is one piece of crit, but that just did 538 crit damage. There you go. So crit, even one little bit of crit, worthwhile. Especially that big damage. So because we went for a speed, we're obviously looking at speed related things. So I'm going to open both of these because I don't want one to affect the other. But I do want a rapid fire because I want a faster fire rate. The other ones were okay, but I want the rapid fire here. And now I'm going to go for the blender. Having a faster katana over having a faster airstrike. So being able to move with katana is absolutely essential. So I think that's the definite win here. We're going to go for a health chest now. I really do want to find a personal space. I need a bit more max health. Like 1k is fine. Like, don't get me wrong. 1k by this point is fine, but I want to start hitting 2, 3k. And I want that to become kind of like a semi-automatic thing. So if I get a fortitude, that will work as well. I knew I was going to get hit there. I definitely did not move correctly. But yeah, edge of the map. Tasty orange absolutely working in our favor. You see the poison aura there. Now these are all going to die. I think there was a slug there as well. As you can see, the build's coming together. We might not have the big solo damage yet, but we've got the Ring of Dividends with what's 2 paycheck? 2 paycheck. We're getting crystals every time. We've got Grim Reaper to heal up, Regenerator to heal up, Poison Aura for the AoE. We've got Tasty Orange to keep on top of hordes. We've got a little bit of damage here. We could use more, but we've got everything in place at the moment. We just need to build up from there. There is a Mango. There is a Fortitude. I did say I wanted a Fortitude, but I did realize that Equalize is going to pop in. So I think I'm actually going to take this Mango. It takes me to 1397. And the other thing, I think it was Bullseye. Didn't really care. I'm going to save this Crystal Totem for now. The reason for that is because I will take some extra max HP from it because of Damage Seeker. So I've just got to be a little bit conscious. We've got a Grim, Aura, and a Vitality. Definitely taking this Drill. I'm not sure about the Grim, but I'm definitely taking the Drill. Don't need the Aura, even though I'd love to take it because of Blue Shot Aura is broken. There is a Vitality there. And I think that would be pretty good. So I might take 2 more of them. 150 at high health. Looking pretty good. And I'm glad I got a drill shot now. That's great. Let's re-roll. There's a banana, fire claw, spork explosion, and pumpkin shot. I don't really want a pumpkin shot, to be honest with you. It's not really that great. Spork explosion, I mean, it's expensive for what it is. Fire claws could be pretty good. And you know what? I'm actually going to take the fire claws because I think the fire damage is going to be really nice on top of the poison aura. And we are going to take this banana. Let's re-roll again. Oh, there's an ethereal armor and another drill shot. Oh, hard choice. I'm going to do a little bit of stuff here, I think. What can we get rid of? Because I really want this ethereal armor, but I also want that drill shot. I think for now, we're just going to take this ethereal armor. Maybe we use that crystal totem over there, but we're going to take the ethereal armor, 1 armor plate every 3 islands. Let's see if this is going to be nice. Can we get 2 out of it? We just get the 1. Oh, and the vitality is not going to be there. Oh, we're cooked. It's fine. We're at 333 global damage. That's just rubbing salt in the wound. I do like this elemental expert. I might see if we can drop something for... I might get... No, yeah, we'll get rid of the imploding, but I wouldn't be able to pick it up. So we're actually just going to have to keep it for now. Which is a shame. Real shame. Oh, well. Anyway. Good shop. We got some good stuff here. We got the drill shot. Finally, we've got like a carry weapon perk. Weapon mod, sorry. But let's go into the boss and see what we can do. Lots of barrels. Pop that barrel there. Hopefully... Oh, they've got the 2 elite poison grubs. Let's see if we can get them to go into the fire. Just gonna roam around the side for it. I'm not the biggest fan of the elite poison grubs. I feel like they've been a little bit overtuned. Their poison damage is insane. And especially the application of it. So you just got to be really careful not to stand in it too much. They used to be really bad, but then I think since the poison changes, they've gotten really strong. So take our time. We're not even going to get close. We're just going to run away. The grubs will die just from me being around. Use the katana to stay safe. I'm a bit annoyed that we don't have any more barrels to use. Yeah, definitely when you're fighting these enemies, just try and take one down at a time and try and get rid of the poison growth. The application of poison on it is insane, and the damage you take when you are hit, it's just multiplied a lot. So 50 stacks out, I'd probably, if I got closer, be one shot. But they have a pretty telegraphed way of moving. Did that just go down to the cactus? I think my airstrike just went straight down. Anyway, they're done. Moving on upwards. Get rid of the key. Don't need that. Arcane Blast, all you can eat. I like this all you can eat. Tempted by the Arcane Blast as another carry, but we need that all you can eat. I'm a bit sad now that Equalizer is no longer there, but we do have the personal space, which we'll absolutely take. All right, let's go to the next biome. All right, so this map, you've got two options here. You can stay exactly where you are, or you can just go to the side. I need to start getting close to these enemies because I do have personal space. So we're kind of going against my original goal, which was to stay as far away as possible, but that's fine. We want to get loads of max health. And you can do that on Horde Islands, especially with personal space. If you get 1 or 2 stacks of personal space, oh, so good. There is an explosive armor there. I really like explosive armor. Steady shot's okay, and wind-up's okay. We are going to have to take the wind-up because we can't afford the explosive shot, but just FYI, that's what I would have gone for. And let's go for a relic chest. We only have 3 relics. Let's get some more. I want to corral these together. I hate starfish. You can go away. I just katana'd in place there. Fly over the top because of poison aura and the fire claws as well. And boom. So you can see I'm like using an array of different things to kind of get through. Didn't mention how I do this map. I just bolt straight through, but you can stay at the back. Brilliant. So we've got Coral Amulet, Ring of Vigor, or Portal Ring. Now, there's a choice here. Coral Amulet, super good. I would usually recommend. Ring of Vigor, also really good. I think because we've got another biome, the Ring of Vigor is gonna win here. But the Coral Amulet, it's really strong. So I'd often recommend that. We're gonna go for the Flawless Crit. I wouldn't mind getting a bit more crit and a bit more crit damage. The greed's good and the upgrade, but definitely the crit flawless. And also, we do a fair bit of base damage, so I don't really think demolition is too much of a risk for us. Let's pop that. Okay, we're gonna go right up in the air and try and fire down as much as possible, taking out the armor. And I've literally not been hassled by anything. Let's get those crystals. So I've not been hassled by anything, and then suddenly I'm hassled. Jump over again. Let's do exactly the same. Go up in the air. Shoot that one. That's shot or 3, and we'll take out the one at the back. Easy. Get the flawless demolition. Demolition is super easy with a high base damage. Low base damage, not great. But high base damage, you're looking good. Also, I should say high weapon damage. Right, so I got hot shot. And actually, I'm going to take the power punch here. Got a power punch, and I'm going to take critical thinking as well. I can't take it. All right, we'll just take another power punch. All right, so I've got the anvil here, and the health and the speed. I like the health. I like the speed. It's got to be the anvil. We want to upgrade that drill shot. That's going to be the thing that's going to take us through basically to the end. And if you get stuff like homing on the drill shot, it really does make a huge difference. I missed the fuse totem. I'm going to go over the top. I like how even at this point, I'm still doing so much damage to them with a katana. And that's because Tasty Orange is working really well with the fire and the poison aura. Oh, sorry, the fire claws and the poison aura. And there seems to be a friend in here. Friend in need is a friend indeed. Let's drop a bomb on him. Sticky, snaking, toxifying. I love toxifying. I think it's really good, and that'd be good with drill shot. Snaking, I mean, it's okay. It's increased damage, but it's got to be sticky. Because having sticky on homing means that the bigger enemies will just have the drill stuck to them. And because the way drill shot works now, it works on single targets. So it's just going to pop out and stick straight to them. I did want to hoard at the end, but we've got a good choice here. So I'm going to ignore the random. We don't need that. The anvil is really good. We could upgrade the drill shot more. The double elemental, we could get an elemental shot and maybe get some extra stuff for our poison shot and for our, our poison aura and for our fire claws. So let's go in here. It is a bit risky because Shrapnel Speedy is always a scary one, but as you can see, the Slugger is starting to pay off. It's a lot of enemies though, so I'm just going to jump around. There's a lot of stuff. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get out of here. You guys step down. I'm going to go down here. Pop a slug. See how much damage killing one slug is doing? Slugger is definitely an underrated perk. Maybe I need to make another one of those videos. There's some rage grub to the side, which I'm just trying to ignore. There you go. And not much left. There you go. Cool. Almost done. We'll chuck that there. I probably should just let the bomb do the work, and we'll get rid of that in rage scrub. Very nice. So 2 elementals. What do we get? Elemental specialist, fire shot. I do like specialist, but I think I'm gonna have to go for this fire starter combo. You know what? Let's go crazy. Let's grab fire shot and arcane shot, and let's have a bit of fun with lots of different things. I think everything in that chest is good, but I'm so conscious of like keeping perks here. I'm just a little bit nervous about, you know, getting any more. And I'm in a bit of a weird situation here where I do need to get rid of a perk in order to get equalized. So I am going to get rid of the regenerator. But yeah, it's awkward when you're in that situation where you spent too much on other things. Everything in this list here I want to keep. And you also want to retain the other global damage that you do have from stuff like equalizer. But yeah, rough one. Anyway. Oh, homing blades. I do like a good homing blades. And an arcane blast as well. I'm going to re-roll here just because I'm not really too worried about what's there. Actually, let's use this loot totem as well while we're here. Let's get the poison shot. Adding everything in. Now, an elemental expert would be really, really nice here just because of all of the different elements we've got. Let's re-roll and see what we get. Damage combo, poison ring. Now, we don't have lightning. And the poison ring is going to be real nice. And there's a fire aura as well. We're going to grab this poison ring. It's the best option here. 250% left. The aura now, how much is it going to add to it? It just takes it to max stacks. That's so strong. And it's going to be really good into the late game. I really like this damage combo. And I am going to take the damage combo, even though my equalizer is not going to be happy about it. We're going to take this bronze armor as well. It is 75% damage, and I know this gives 90, but as soon as we get one more perk in here, it's going to be really helpful, and the equalizer is going to be back again. I will obviously get more perks eventually, but yeah, we just need to unlock that slot and move from there. But that was a really solid haul of stuff. We've got more AoE damage now. We're also going to apply poison shot on hit with all of our elements. That takes it straight to 250. We've got so much damage that's going to be coming out from an AoE perspective, and all we need to do now is build into single target. But hopefully the legendary is going to help us with that. But like, yeah, look at that. Already at 100 stacks of poison. And that's just from my shot. Just going around the edges here. I tend to just fire at whatever I see. I don't really aim at one or the other. The King Skull is usually a bit easier to take out first because it doesn't have the armor. We're just going to go around the edge, use the katana. Watch out for those big balls of fire that come out. Watch out for the little skulls that come out that do damage. Watch out for everything. He's going to spawn his ads, but we're just going to keep going around. If I get scared, just katana away. And you can do that with any melee weapon. Do that with the pickaxe. Do that with the hammer. I tell a lie. You can't do it with any. You can't do that with the dagger and the claw. And the giant ant is taking a lot of damage from my airstrike. And there we go. All done. As always, I don't need keys, so I'm just going to salvage all of them. And that's going to work well with my Ring of Dividends. And we're going to go... Ooh, I think we're going to take the mango for the more health. Let's see what else we get. Crystal Asteroids, Power Slide, Firestorm, and Exploding Enemies. That's going to be the thing we want here. Just for reference, like Crystal Asteroids is fun. I prefer it in a group setting because it's more fun to have someone carrying those sorts of things. But for a solo player... I'm not really the biggest fan. Power Slide, it did get a buff. I don't really want Power Slide though. I know I want to be close to stuff, but yeah. Firestorm, also pretty good. Big Firestorm in the middle, really good to add elemental, but Exploding is just going to enable the AoE to go further. It's going to stack with the Poison Aura as well. We're going to have a great time with that. Right, let's move on and do the loop. So we have so many things. Sorry to sneeze there. We have so many things that are doing explosive damage and everything like that. So the way I'm going to be running things now, I'm not necessarily going to be just focused on going round and round. I'm actually going to get quite in their face. So on this map, you can go round. That's absolutely fine. But I'm going to aim to get really close and personal. So I can get the personal space procs. So I can get exploding enemies. So I can get the aura. So my playstyle is going to change a little bit here. It's not a big change. I'm just going to get really close. But really important to note that. I don't want... Actually, that's probably worth doing it twice. We'll do it twice. We've got Grim Reaper. We'll heal back up. And we've got a spiral, time shot, boomerangs. Like, it's not going to come back to us. It's so fast. For this one, this is going to be interesting. I like the Anvil. I like the Elemental. It's going to be Knives Out because we're going to get a lot of crystals. And also, we are in the loop. So it's going to be way more than you'd get from an original biome. Let's pop that over there. Whoa, that's a lot of stuff. But Slugger comes in clutch. We're going to get real close. Watch as our max health is just going to go up. Unless we take damage, in which case it won't. We have Poison Aura, Explosive Enemies. We also have Slugger. What else we have? We've got Personal Space Procking. I mean, it's not actually as much health as I'd kind of like, but still something. And we had 15k crystals from doing that in total. Really, really great. Iron Explosion, I do like, but I kind of want to, you know, keep my cooldown. Equalizer, also good. It is active, but it's going to have to be that damage combo. That gives us 150 damage bonus, which is super duper nice. Is there a random chest here? There is. There is a random chest. I haven't been checking. Oh, it's going to be that one up the top. I hate the one at the top. I can never remember how to get there. This might just be really embarrassing, you watching me trying to get it. I think it's up this little rock. There it is. What do we have? Regenerate. We don't need a regenerator, but still, how to check. So we've got the health, random, and we've got rush economy. I do like the health. I wouldn't mind another personal space, but I'll find that elsewhere. Another random would be good, but I'll find it elsewhere. We're going to go economy. I'd love another paycheck, especially because like Ring of Dividends is going to get even stronger now. If we get another paycheck, we're going to be having a great time. But it is a rush, so we're going to move nice and quickly. I'm going to get hit by that there, apparently. And as I said, I'm going to be roaming around like a mad lad, just trying to get as much personal space value, as much poison aura value, as much slugger value. And all you can eat is definitely helpful here. But yeah, I'm just going a bit crazy. So I 432 out of 96 on that rush. Like, this is the AoE build, as it were. You're just able to run into stuff and kill it. And I was just literally headfirst into them. We could go crystals for more dividends. We could go special delivery. I want more paycheck. I just want to really build that up. And again, another paycheck. So now with paycheck, we're getting 80% of a common pickup. So that's going to be great every single time. We have 3 choices here. The Anvil, the Random, and the Elite. Usually, I think Elite is a really, really good pick. I'm going to go for the Anvil. I want to really buff this drill shot. I'm hoping that we get a few more ranks of it so we see it more often. But that'd be a really good thing to have nice and early when I'm upgrading, because it means like it's going to be strong just out the gate. By the way, what I was trying to do is corral them together to then kill at least one of the small slugs to then take out the rest of the group. So that was a little bit risky, but I've got enough armor and enough health to do it, so might as well. Toxic. Oh, we are going to have to take that toxic. We are going to lose 90% damage, but it's not a huge deal. And let's see what we get. So we've got bouncing, returning, and sticky. I'm going to add this bouncing. I don't actually know what bouncing is going to do to drill, but returning is good and sticky is good. But the bouncing, I don't know what that's going to do, whether it's going to spit out more. So I'm keen to try it and see what happens. And we've got spike, twinned, and elemental. We're going to go crazy and go. We're going to do 2 elemental. 3. We're going crazy with the 4 elemental. I've got enough AoE damage to do it. So I've got Tasty Orange. Spike Strike and Twins is going to be mental. This is going to be the craziest Island 33 that I've done. So we're just going to... we're just going to see how this pans out. If I die, well, that's fine. But I think we have more than enough. We just have to make sure we don't get too close. That's the only downside of this. But we're going to focus on killing slugs. So was that was a 4x? I love a good 4x. We're just going to go around the map. We're not even going to attempt to get close. You see, I keep saying slug. I keep saying it over and over again. But it is so powerful. It enables you to just do stuff like this. Especially with exploding. Right, puffers? The puffer as well. I forgot about it. I forgot it affected puffers as well. I did just get hit there, which is kind of annoying, but it's fine. And what would really be nice if I had like an explosive or a fiery enemies as well. That would be a really solid shout, but I don't have that. So we'll just have to cry about it. Puffers do count for slugger as well. Completely forgot. And I probably wouldn't have done this if I didn't have tasty orange. That would have been a very, very bad idea. Look at all those spike strikes. It's slowing down my computer. And the airstrike's still doing a lot of damage, especially with tasty orange. It has such a high base damage that it does stay relatively relevant. Throughout the game. We're at 35k crystals, by the way. And we still have so many more. And the good news is, because there's going to be so many enemies, the Grim Reaper is always going to be working. Like, it's always going to happen, and it's always going to be triggering. So, even if we run out of all of our shields, which so far we haven't, we're going to have a lot of ways to heal back up. Okay, so I'm getting hit by the spikes. I'm getting a bit too close, so I'm going to work on my movement a little bit more. We might as well just keep firing like that. There we go. Thing's getting one shot. We're going to be here for a while. Oh, got hit again, but it's okay. I wouldn't want to lose my combo, but if it does happen, it happens. I'm just getting hit by the lightning, the skull. So I'm going to focus them down a little bit because they're the only things really hurting me. So I'll use the airstrike to take out the crabs and the pufferfish and the slugs, and I'll focus on seagulling the skulls in the air because they're the only things that are actually hurting me. I still think we have another 10 minutes of this. Not gonna lie, I think we actually have more time on this. This is what happens when you pick twinned with a 4x. We need to get out of here quick. Pop that there. That should be fine. Pop them in the middle. Now, I don't expect it. If it's your first time using Seagle, I don't expect for you to play like I am. This is coming from confidence and experience and almost 1,000 hours into this game. So I do not expect you to copy and imitate what I'm doing right now. Maybe take the 1XL. But for me, this is something that I find enjoyment in. Just doing a quadruple XL because I know I can and I know my build can do it. And that's half of the game. Like, half of the game is kind of understanding if you're going to be strong enough to do X and Y, if taking that elite is a good idea or a bad idea. And that's something with experience that I've learned, especially with XL totems the way they are now. It's still hard to do, but they are only double. And I think that's the... Are we getting close? I don't know. We're going to have so many crystals at the end. This is how you snowball. That's actually really nice to be nice and high. Like I said a moment ago, oh, we're getting there. Oh. Does it look like it? Does it look like it? Oh, okay. Boomerang is working there. Maybe once we start seeing ants, maybe that will be proof in the pudding that we're getting close. I like how the poison aura is just enabling things to go down quickly. It's quite nice. Are we going to have 100k? Is 100k crystals going to come up? I think we might be nearing in the 100k. We get a rough indicator. How many more have we got left? What? There's more skulls. There's so many more. Okay, got a bit cocky there. I'm looking around to see like if there's any indicator that we're getting close, and I think we are. Oh, is this the end? Oh, I think we might have reached the end. We reached the end. 133, 100k. How many chests? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 chests, and they're all chests. Right, let's open them one by one. Let's see what we get. Right, we'll take let's go for the banana. Let's really bump up the banana. There's a mango. There's a mango. Oh, we'll go for it. We'll get these 2 personal space. That was such a long island, but 100k crystals. Now, bearing in mind, these are 2.8k, so we're in for a treat. An absolute treat. Let's get this loot totem. Why not? And it's a high caliber. We don't want that. I know that was crazy. I know that was really, really crazy, but sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to do that and just bash it out. We're not going to go for a billion pistons. We are going to go for 1 flammable armor. That's going to bring back our equalizer. And I was going to say, if the reroll totem just stopped there, I would have been very upset. We'll take the double tap. We'll take the silver armor. And we'll take this link shot. We've got mango, another one there. I don't want the critical arrows. And I don't really want the glue explosion or the silver armor. We're going to reroll. The mega crit would be nice, but we are going to take link shot, flammable, and the grim. So we've got loads of healing. I'm tempted by this mega crit, but also we've only got 13% crit. So just going to re-roll again. We've got another grim. We've got a fire ring. The fire ring actually low-key is going to be really handy here. Because we haven't got ice, so we're going to take that. And I did take the arcane. We don't need the efficiency. We could take another arcane. I think we could take a few, actually. 40% chance. Yeah, pretty nice. Reroll again. There's a double tap gold coating. We're not really healing too much, so we'll take this double tap here. And finally, the reroll. That was beautiful timing. Supercharged and a thorn shot. I like that. I like the health as power here. But I don't really think I have anything I want to exchange. Now that power punch. There's nothing I really want to get rid of for it, even though it's really good damage. We have 858 global already. So we are just going to take the 1 thorn shot. And what I'm tempted to do now is with thorn shot and maybe link shot, I want to build them to have some elemental on them because our damage really is very elemental focused. I think we haven't got the elemental specialist yet, but having that sort of thing will be really nice. So super side doing that has, you know, bolstered our damage up a fair bit, which is really good. Lots of support stuff. Got a rammer, a lightning, and an elite poison. We're going to focus that elite poison down. What's really frustrating is we didn't really get anything that was, you know, too big from a solo damage perspective. you see that the fire stacks that they're getting as soon as I hit them with fire is obscene. And then the arcane stacks, the poison stacks. Yeah, that fire ring is absolutely huge. All right, what can we get here? We'll go for another mango. Let's keep building up that health pool. And you know, I'm gonna take an arcane blast. We've got what, 4 stacks of arcane or 4 levels of it. Might as well. The other ones are good, but I'm feeling confident in having more proc perks. Make the screen go glittery. Let's go on to, sorry about that. Looking good onto this map. This map is super simple. Just take your time going around the edge. Really no brainer. And all you can eat doing its thing. I've got enough proc perks now. You know, I still want to get close for the personal space, but this build is at a good point. Like 942 damage. We're not having any issues. And we'll take the ultra shot here. Don't need the mag shot or the imploding. Take the ultra. We're taking the anvil. I'm just going straight for it because we want to get some more elemental stuff. Wouldn't mind a toxifying on like thorn shot. And as you can see, our damage is really solid. Not really worrying. I don't need to take out all the armor or anything like that. We can just go for it. So we've got toxifying, electrifying, sticky. Sticky's really, really nice. Sticky on arcane blast is really, really strong, and on link shot. We're gonna take it on the arcane blast. The way it works is as soon as it lands on them, it stays around for a while, and then it causes more arcane stacks. So I'll show you on the totem. But at this point, let's go for more health. We don't really need the random at this point. I see a sneaky chest up there as well. Look at that elite ice, just getting absolutely melted. And you can see the amount, I couldn't show you the amount of stacks, but it had a lot of arcane stacks because arcane blaster just stuck to it. I will show you that on the totem because I think it's a really underrated combo. But yeah, we're at a point. We just remember how we started off. We'll take a vampire. Like, I don't really want to open any more slots up. I don't need to. Remember at the beginning where like we were quite weak and then we've just built up from there. Yes, we did do a massive XL, but we've built up and gotten stronger and stronger, and we've utilized support perks to basically get to where we are now. We're going to take this random horde. We haven't done a horde in a while, and I really want to soak in as much personal space as possible. So I just fired once and everything died. So we're just going to fire and try and get as close as possible. Ideally, they just come towards me. But yeah, we're at, what's that, 4,500. I'd love to hit 5k. And I forget as well, like the katana applies fire stacks. So we're just in a really good position to just apply as much elemental as possible. Extreme elite, big shot, personal space. I think I'll take the personal space here. Right, we've got an odd choice here. Now, I will go for the greed, but it is mirrored and homing. I'm just going to have to run really far away from them because homing will devastate you. Possibly the worst map for homing thorns that there is. So I'm going to go up the top here and just leverage where I am and shoot down. There we go. Everything exploded. My game lagged. Again, you can see those thorns and you can see those projectiles. So we really want to stay safe. Fortunately, we do a lot of AoE damage that's just kind of passive. You see that thorn? How much damage that was? And that flammable armor. Look at him fly towards me. I think it's the last one. There we go. So yeah, that was a risky one. It could have quite easily have died, but it's fine. Also, just remembered I forgot the chest from one of the previous maps, but never mind. It's got to be the damage seeker. That's at 125 now. And we'll just continue on. That's a greed totem. I don't want to do that. 43k. Thorn shot, lightning shot, poisonous armor. We'll take a Vita and a thorn shot. Tempted by this poisonous armor. But we already have like max stacks on it, so I don't really see the point. But also, it's fun. We will take the poisonous armor. And pumpkin shot. Grim Reaper again. No, I think we're okay. And that's exploded. Potent magic. And the arc shot. Finally, we get some form of formation shot. I mean, we don't really need it at this point, but I always like to take it. I do like the potent magic though, but I don't think I can open another slot. So we'll just take the Grim Reaper. And I said I was just going to show you the Arcane Blast very quickly. So I'm just going to drop everything here. The only thing I'm not going to drop is the mango and the banana because otherwise I have to heal up. Yeah, I think we're fine. So the Arcane Blast, it sticks to the enemies and does 50% more. And it also applies 200 arcane debuff stacks per second. So if I see if we can get it to pop. There you go. See how that went to 395? But as you can see, it's really, really powerful. And especially with everything else, it's a lot of stacks. Anyway, let's go for it. So I'm just going to dive off the edge here. Because apparently I'm not very good. And apparently the time's going to die. So that's also fun. By the looks of it, I don't have to do very much. Whatever set them on fire has done a lot of the damage. And I'm just going to finish them off. We're very strong at this point. So it's not very scary. For the sake of consistency, we will take the Tasty Orange. But the Dagger Arc is also very, very good. And we'll grab another mango. 5.2k health. We are very, very healthy right now. All right, let's go ahead. I'm going to stand right in the middle. I'm going to soak up these rays. And by rays, I mean personal space. We have full armor, 5k health, Grim Reaper. We've got nothing to fear. Let's just go wild. Another damage combo because that affects everything. I want to go for a speed chest. Don't know why, just feel like it. I'm at a point now where everything's kind of helpful. Wouldn't mind. More Slugger would actually be kind of nice. Because Slugger does benefit from your global damage. Is it going to make a difference? No, not necessarily, but could help. And I see a challenge crystal. At this point, I like to get a little bit closer to them so that I can melee them as soon as they're up. And they've got a present for me. Another rapid fire. Nice. And I think we can take another rapid fire. We're taking the Horde. It doesn't matter. Like, kind of, the Hordes are going to be so much better for me from getting more max health. Also, Tasty Orange works with it. I'm going to get more crystals. So at this point, just taking as many Hordes as possible is the best route. They're also easier. You've got less crazy enemies floating around. I'm going to be able to, generate more. So late game Hordes are usually better. Early game arenas are usually better. But yeah, it just depends on what you have. For me, I'm having more fun and I'm getting more out of large AoE groups. We get the Power Punch here. We don't need any of these, so we'll just take that. The Grip Tape could be pretty good, but the the Arc Shot isn't that powerful yet, so we'll just take it. And again, we're going to go for another Horde. Straight to the middle. Pop the fire. We have so much strong AoE potential that it's just the best place to go. You can see the health is going to 7k. Going to 7.3, 7.4. Every blast, every time a slug dies, I get loads of health. And then Grim Reaper also follows it up. Although if I do take damage, I do lose a lot of max health. I went down to 7.2 and then straight back up to 7.9, 8.2. It's getting a bit silly, folks. It's getting a bit silly, and that's fine. We'll take the damage combo. Don't need the banana at this point. And we've got one more relic slot, so we'll just take the relic. A lot of the damage is just passively happening. I'm not really doing anything here to cause it. I'm just kind of doing a little bit, and it's just flowing on. Ring of Reloading, Blacksmith, Tony's, Amulet. We'll take the Tony's. Everything else was good, but we've got a fairly good economy build, so might as well try and get a few more crystals in there. Right, well, we got Driller, Ice Strike, Double Tap, Rare Treasure. It's actually not really much I want. I mean, we could take the... I guess we'll take the Double Tap, but... Reroll. And another Arc Shot is always good. The Money is Power could be good, but I don't really want to... Oh, the Collector is really nice. We will have to take... I mean, we could take the Money is Power of the Collector. I think the Collector is going to be better. Yeah, 189. Yeah, I think that's going to be a bit better. And we can't get the Link Shot, so I might see... We'll get rid of the Wind Up and take the Link Shot. There we go. Look, solid. At this point, if you're at this stage and you're feeling this powerful, then just go for whatever you want. I don't really need to explain too much. There we go. Nice. Melted. Let's see what we get. Don't need the keys. I want to pop all of these because it is nice to have the additional crystals for dividends. Don't need the key. Grim Reaper, Sturdy, Amber. I would love the Amber, but I'm really not struggling. So we'll just grab another Grim because Grim is doing what? 12 after beating enemies. It's great. And we'll grab another Vita because our health is literally full every time. There's a challenge crystal back there. Let's go get it. I know I'm getting more and more cocky in terms of getting close, but we're at a stage where it's really not too bad. Like if I do take some damage, I'll heal through it. We'll get a big ability to compensate for the imploding ability, and I really want the Anvil. I mean, it is a horde as well. On my favorite horde map as well. If you stand in this area here, you can basically counteract all of the different spawns. Like I've gone down to 7k health now after getting hit a couple times. I swear I was at 8. But it's okay. And I will admit, Blender has been really helping me stay on top of this katana. Even just the 1 rank of Blender has enabled me to use it more consistently, especially for those fire stacks. It's really, really strong to have at least 1. We're going to add flaming on the link shot. That's the only one it's got, but it's going to apply more stacks. And for reasons to get through quicker, we are going to go for random. Upgrade would be really good, but random demolition, this is going to be done in like 2 seconds. Okay, maybe a bit longer because there's one behind there. Where's the other one? There it is. Actually, we're gonna take out this laser skull. There we go. I think it took longer to take out the nest than it did for the laser. And we'll grab more poison stacks. I really wanted a, like, we're not going to do another XL. We just don't need to. We're going to go for a random. I was kind of hoping for a horde, not a luck, sorry. But it's fine. Now, you could take that XL. There's nothing wrong with taking an XL this late. It's fine, but I'm so conscious that my damage is high enough to basically go on and loop for longer. So I just don't see the need to do it. If I was trying to go for like the longest run ever or try to go as far as possible, I'd be milking those XL totems as much as I could, but I'm not really at that stage. And there have been times, if you've ever caught any of my streams, where I will literally just run through the final few maps. Let's grab another toxic. And let's go for one more random. They do spawn a lot over here, so it is worth just jumping over there, seeing if you can catch them early. And my momentum was crazy, parrying that hammer there. The poison aura is causing like a chain reaction from the slugs or the pufferfishes killing. It's actually quite funny. There's one more enemy left somewhere. There you are. Brilliant. And we'll just take that banana. All right, final shop. Now, at this point, if you were struggling, you would get rid of things that you no longer needed. So, for example, I would probably get rid of the Ring of Armor. I'd probably get rid of the Ethereal Armor. Ring of Dividends. Tony's Amulet, we don't need that anymore. Exploding Enemies, we don't need that anymore. What else don't we need? We could probably get rid of the All You Could Eat as well. I'm going to keep that just because I want to. I'm conscious I'm going to keep that there just because we do have Equalizer. We can get rid of Paycheck as well. Personal Space. I'm going to keep Slugger just in case. So here's a bunch of stuff I can just get rid of now. I just don't need. And that gave me an extra, what, 15, 20k crystals? You need to remember that you can do that. Like, it's not a big deal. I'm going to keep these here just because I may need these extra perks. But honestly, a lot of people don't do that, especially if they're struggling. Like, I want a couple of these X shots. 46% chance. Don't mind if I do. So sell things when you don't need them anymore. It's absolutely one of my biggest criticisms of players that don't think about that sort of thing. Now, we're going to get rid of the exploding enemies, and we're going to grab the power punch. Is that, that's an enhancement totem, so. Persisting, that's really nice. We just need one more. Is that active? Yeah, that's active, so we'll get rid of the personal space. Probably would have been better to get rid of the paycheck, to be honest, but it's fine. And we're going to get rid of both of these as well, because I want to enhance more. Link shot with chipping. Okay, fair. Let's look at the damage. Absolutely insane damage. But we now have 2,088 global damage just behind my head. We have 250 weapon damage. We have 13% crit chance, 360% critical hit. And look at the health and the multiplier. And that's because of these. Or just that. And that. Really, really solid. This has been a very solid run. It hasn't been proc-based. It's been elemental-based, weirdly enough. We're just going to roam around. Our health is huge. I can probably just stand still and fire, but I'm not going to do that just in case. Got rid of his armor super quick. All he can eat still active. That's why I didn't get rid of it. And that's an easy Diamond Seagle win. Let's see what we won at the end. Icy Storm, Parasite. Nothing fun. Although split ability, if it works, it's going to hit the top. No, it didn't work. Anyway, grab those keys. Let's go celebrate at Crab Island. Beautiful. Beautiful. Fair bit of damage. Fair bit of damage taken. Flawless Islands. Really, really solid. I hope this helps you in your Seagle Diamond run. Now, I know I didn't explain exactly what we're going for, but hopefully me showing you just a normal run, like what you can sort of pick up, how you can work, has been really helpful. There's been some fun stuff in this one, but I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one.